I'm still on the challenge of flipping a $40 account to a $100,000 account in the next 200 trading days, and here in this video I'll be revealing a very simple step-by-step process of my strategy and my risk management rules and the kind of strategy that I'll be using throughout this whole process. Make sure to watch this video from the beginning part to the end part, because every part of this video has something good to offer to you about my strategy. If you are missing out on this challenge, you are not missing out yet. Just subscribe to this channel, because every part of this challenge will be documented here on YouTube. And also make sure you subscribe to the Telegram channel where the signals will all be sent to. So see you guys on the chat. So here on the chart, I just have this simple setup for you guys today, and as you can see right here, first of all, this is my risk management rules. As I said on that video, this is my risk management rules. Whenever I take trades, I try to target as much as 1 to 3 times 3 of whatever I'm risking. Okay, so let's say if I'm risking a $20, I'm going to be making off $60 per trade. Okay, if I'm risking a $10 on a trade, that means I'll be making a 30 USD on return. Okay, it's just very simple. Times 3 of whatever you are putting on your stop loss. It's just very simple like that. Okay, so here if you look on the chart, these are my simple daily setup. If I don't see something like this, I don't trade. Okay, and if you look here now, you can see, so this time frame that we're going to be spotting, this is just simple. It's on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, once you see a series of higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, then what are you going to be expecting? You are going to be looking for buys only. Okay, and you don't want to be looking for buys on the 4 hours, which will be causing you to be using a very large stop loss, which is not good. It will spoil our risk management rules and stuff like that. Although it can play out, but those, we are not swing traders. Okay, so we're not swing traders, so we're just going to leave that for the swing traders. And here, for us to buy, we must wait for a break of structure on the 4 hour. If there's a break of structure, a clear break of structure. Okay, so when we spot that, we mark it out, break of structure. That is rule number 1. And secondly, you will not scale to the 15 minutes time frame. If you scale to the 15 minutes time frame, you will notice that once there is a break of structure, you will now see a pushback coming into this entire market range, which you are seeing here. From this low to this high, the market will pull back, come into this range. As you can see it just change structure, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Then where are we going to be expecting the market to reverse from? We are going to mark out our 4-hour zones just below this 50%. After marking it out, you can see that the market will just come to you. Just be patient enough to wait for all of this kind of setup. It's very simple and you don't need to change anything. Okay, so once the market taps here, identify the last 15 minutes break of structure. Okay, identify it, and on that last 15 minutes break of structure, look for some kind of liquidity to be grabbed. Okay, and you will have your zone. Okay, you have your zone on that leg that broke structure on the 15 minutes, and our entry is just going to be right there on the 15 minutes. And where are we going to be targeting? Our overall target will be this high. Okay, this is our overall target because the market must push and take out this high. Okay, so that is just how simple it can be. Just a very simple money transfer. The base was here, the demand was here, and it was transferred to this 15 minutes time frame. So that's just how simple it can be. So the next one is the sell setup. The sell setup is still simple as well, still the same scenario, but it is the opposite. Okay, so if you look here, you just have to identify your 4-hour break of structure, okay, to the downside. Once that structure is broken, that is the first row. So you scale to the 15 minutes time frame, wait for pullback to come into the zone, then identify the last 15 minutes high, the last 15 minutes low. This one is identifying the last 15 minutes high, and this one is identifying the last 15 minutes low. Okay, then on this pullback, either I look for a liquidity to get swept around this point, which might be Asian highs, okay, to get swept, then you enter on your supply area. Okay, the reason I'm adding liquidity is with liquidity is more valid. Okay, and also you can still trade it normal like this. Just follow the rules and you'll be good. Okay, just like this, we look to sell to the downside from this base. You set your limit right away, put your stop loss just a little bit above. Okay, then where is our overall target? Our overall target is going to be, we have this range from this high you are seeing here to this low. Our overall target is going to be this low. Okay, we are done with this, guys, so we're going to be going live on the chart to see how these things play out live on the 4 hour on the 15 minutes time frame. So let's dive into the chart again on the 4 hours time frame. So this is GBP USD on the 4 hours time frame. You can see that price gave this high and it came all the way below to break this low out, okay, and closed below it. So that is the break of structure for us, and that is the first thing we want to look out for on the chart. Okay, that is our first confirmation. And the second one is, if you plot your Fibonacci retracement, you will see that price came into the 50%. Okay, and not just the 50%, we have the range from this high to this low, and we're looking at this leg down. Where is our demand or supply areas? But since we're in a downtrend, we're only going to be looking for supply zones to sell from. Okay, so first of all, we have this hidden demand, hidden supply here, and the second one is around this region. Okay, so the second one is around this region, and we have this, all of them, that are all in the discounted price level. Okay, so since market has come into this supply area, we are going to delete this off and see how this played out and how we could have capitalized on this trade on the 15 minutes time frame. So right here on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that price was creating from this break of structure here. Price was creating series of, after there was a break of structure, a new lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and you see that price started forming higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. Then price took this out, so we just call this one leg. Then this is a new higher high, then a new higher low, a new higher high, a new higher low, a new higher high, a new higher low, a new higher high. Then price broke structure to the downside, and this is where it gets interesting, because this is where you are going to push the buttons. Okay, here you have these areas. For me, this is the first break of structure here. Okay, this is our break of structure on the 15 minutes. So now price has given us this leg from this high that is here, from this high to this high. Okay, sorry, to this low, and price has created a form of inducement, which is even aligning with the Asian high. Okay, and here is our supply area. Okay, and this is where you could have set your limit and hold. Okay, for 1 to 3. Once the market has given you 1 to 3, guys, secure your profit, lock in some profit. Okay, it's not a must you wait for it to come all the way down to this 4 hour low. It's not a must at all, because the market will always do its thing. Okay, you see that market pushed below, taking out Asian low, then price still came back. The next thing you see, news drove this price to this low, and you can see, if you would have held this trade, this is the 15RR trade. Okay, this is just how simple it can get on this strategy. It's just very simple. Focus on it and don't just stress yourself on anything. Okay, keep it very simple. Have your 4 hour break of structure, get your retracement into the discounted price level, then wait for a change of structure on the 15 minutes. After that, the market has tapped into your 4-hour zone, and yes, the supply area that it will give you on that break of structure is where you are going to set your limit on and identify your liquidity, which is, this is more like our liquidity here. Okay, from here just is down like this is our liquidity area, and price swept it off, and you see what happened. Price tanked all the way to the downside, and that is how you take sales using this strategy. This is a buying setup here. Okay, for you to buy with this strategy, this is what you need to look out for. First of all, let's read the closest structures close to this. This is market being in a downtrend, then started forming lower high, and it failed to form a lower low, so it formed a higher low at this point. Price still formed this high here and formed this higher low, then price went all and take out this and formed this last high. This is more like an inducement for me, so I won't call it a new high. Okay, so price, what are we expecting now? We're expecting price to push back. So price has given us from this low to this high to trade with. Okay, so that is our range. If you plot your Fibonacci retracement, you will see that only place we need to be interested in is anything below this 50%. Okay, any zone below this 50% is going to be our point of interest for us to take buys to the upside. Okay, so right now we are going to scale down to the 15 minutes to see how this appeared and how we could have capitalized on this trade. So here on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that this is the 4-hour zone we had. Okay, this is the 4-hour area we have, and refining this, you can see that this is another order flow for price to tap into. So that is why on the lower time frames, you can still look to see another point of interest for your trades. Okay, inside your higher time frame zone. So we have this order flow going from this left to this right, and you can see price tapped nicely into it. So if you look at price gave us this high, and where is the next demand that price would like to pull back into and buy? For here, if you look here, you will see that price has mitigated this already before pushing all the way to the upside. So there is no clear zone for us to buy from here, unless if market gives us a new high, then we'll look for a new range to plot out our demand area. Okay, so that is why there will not be any trade around this region until this price push back up and break a structure, of which you can see price push back up and broke structure. And what happened next? This is where price gave us this demand area, but still was mitigated on the way coming down, which is very, very wide for me to take trades from. Okay, and that is why I would cancel that. And if you are to refine it clearly, from this high to this low, this is where your trade is meant to be, because price on the process of coming down, price already gave us a liquidity to buy from. Okay, you can see price builded up liquidities just below here. Price was just creating liquidity, and price just came nicely, take it out, then tap into it, and upon tapping on this zone is just your buys straight away. There is no time to waste, and this is it here. Target what 1 to 3 first. Okay, then you put it on break even, and as you can see right here, price hit take profit and price still reverse back down to take us out. So sometimes you can just see something like this and it's very, very annoying, but still Forex will always do its thing. And if you remember, there is a 30-minute zone that price just came, sweep all of this liquidity down here, you can see, and price tapped nicely into it, and that is how price took out this structure. So guys, this is just the end of this video. I don't want to make it long. So this is just the end, and this is just how you'll be trading with this strategy, and it's very, very simple. You don't have to stress yourself on anything. It's very, very simple. So see you guys on the next video. Please like and subscribe and follow me on TikTok and also on YouTube, and see you guys on the next one.